At 6, the Prince George's County Council members are feeling some heat this evening over a proposed pay increase to make up for the loss of their government vehicles. It's a really hot button issue after scandals involving the use of county government cars by elected officials. We're talking about cases of reckless and drunk driving. The proposed pay increase includes a generous car allowance being proposed by an independent commission. Only the council members themselves, though, could stand in the way of this plan, this pay increase. But so far, only one lonely voice is speaking out. Scott Broom is in Upper Marlboro with that story.
Prince George's County Council members used to have their own county cars to drive around at taxpayers' expense. But some of them were caught abusing the privilege. Councilmember Karen Tolles caught by police doing 105 on the Beltway while putting on makeup. Councilmember Mel Franklin busted for impaired driving after wrecking his county car for the 4th time. Collectively, council members were involved in 15 collisions and received 107 tickets in 5 years, according to a Washington Post investigation. The scandals forced council members to give up the cars in September, but not the benefit. 8 out of 9 of them are taking a $10,000 car allowance that's offered instead. Now comes new recommendations from the county's independent compensation review board to allow council members to keep that car allowance and make it part of a hefty pay raise for council members beginning next year. The proposed pay package would raise the salary of Prince George's County council members from more than $120,000 to more than $133,000 in 2019. That proposed pay raise will be automatic unless 6 of the county's 9 council members decide to oppose it. So far, it's only Mel Franklin, who pled guilty to impaired driving after his most recent wreck in a county car, who is coming out against the raise and the car allowance.
And it's always a bad decision to get behind the wheel of a vehicle when you're impaired. That decision I'll regret for the rest of my life. That notwithstanding, this policy is a bad idea. There's no need for some special allowance. We have a salary that's consistent with the region, that is fine. It's really no need for any more increases. I mean, if you want to talk about folks who need an increase in salary, we've got a bunch of teachers I can point you to, or public safety officers.
Maybe voters would like to know where the rest of the council members stand on this, because if they don't decide to vote against it by April 30th, the proposed pay raises become automatic and go into effect after this year's elections. So far, no vote has been scheduled, and none of the other council members besides Mr. Franklin have taken a position. In Prince George's County, Scott Broom, WUSA 9.
So how much do the lawmakers already make? Well, the proposed pay raise would give Prince George's County council members an annual salary of $133,000. Now compare that to D.C. and Montgomery County council members who make $137,000 and $136,000 respectively each year. Members of the Fairfax County Council make $95,000 per year.
People